Hey all and welcome back to Pokémon Colosseum. We're making our way up Mount Battle, and as the legends have foretold, 6 does indeed come after 5, so let's begin the second half of this challenge.
When you just know we have no intro planned at all.
Oh no! Hatgill's been naught-zed!
Oh Christ, we're off to a good start here.
Oh yes,
very good start.
But yeah, this is just the second half of the mandatory trail up the first area of Mount Battle. Because the way the areas work is that it's only 1 to 10, as we mentioned, that you have to do mandatory. But then when you play through it, like after the fact, I don't think we covered this properly in that you do get kind of save points at the 10 battle checkpoints. So after battle 20 you get a save point and heal and all that, and then again with 30, etc.
That's good.
So although it is still a fucking chore going through all those long-winded double battles, you do at least get a bit of a reprieve here and there.
Do you get to like go away and then come back, Flame?
I believe so from last time I played it, because I did do this like many years ago when I was a kid. I seem to recall there being an Abra that can teleport you back to the start and then teleport you back to where you got to.
Cute.
Which is kind of a neat thing, and also I guess a little throwback to that one section in the League in Gen 2, I want to say, where the Abra can teleport you back to the start of Victory Road.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I'm an expert at Gen 2. I remember everything, I have forgotten nothing.
You're saying that, and I love me some Gen 2, and I do not remember that Abra whatsoever, which is hilarious. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you are right, in that there is something every 10 floors where you can get back down. Although I'm pretty sure that in the battle mode version of Mount Battle, which is the one that is separate to the story mode, I don't think you can still stop and come back at a later point, but I'm pretty sure that if you bugger it up, then you have to start from the beginning, I think.
Wait, really? You have to do 100 battles in one hit in battle mode?
Well, no, you can still stop, get so far, stop and come out, but I think if you lose a battle, I think it resets on you. I'm just going to double check that factoid.
Please do, Mr. Bulbapedia, man. We don't want to be spreading misinformation here. Not this on the most hallowed of Let's Play channels.
Well, of course.
We're only quality here, you know.
Yeah, I don't like that tone, Flame, even if you're the one propping me up in terms of, like, I don't know, productivity and whatnot.
Well, I have my uses and I have my detriments to go with it as well, and that death animation is fucking beautiful.
Just being clobbered by your own spoon. No wonder he has 2 in his evolved form. All the better to eat ice cream with to quell the depression.
Yeah, I fucking love the Mega Alakazam though that's got the 5. It's like, at that point it's overkill. But like the funniest fucking thing with that was the one screen of like Mega Alakazam up against the Horde battle of like all the ice cream Pokemon.
Yes, yeah.
The perfect juice for him.
Alright, Richie, you found anything, mate? We've made enough like friendly banter as we can right now. Fuck you, Flame. Goddamn.
Enough friendliness for one session.
So I might as well just, read off the 100 battle challenge on Bubblepedia, because it just makes sense to cover that.
Okay.
So in Colosseum, the 100 battle challenge can be attempted in either story mode or battle mode. In story mode, the opposing trainers use Pokemon whose levels range from level 15 in Zone 1 to level 60, the highest found in the challenge.
Jeez.
In Zone 90 or beyond. That sounds slightly off, but that is about right. Yeah, well, it would be because it's 100 battles. The levels of the opposing Pokemon generally increase as the challenge progresses up the mountain, with the exception of one zone in Area 4. After each of the first 9 areas there's a break room containing a PC and an Abra enlisted as part of the Mount Battle staff. Here the challenger can change their party, save the game, or be teleported by Abra to the foot of the mountain if they wish to quit or rest. They can then resume their challenge later from the start of any completed area. You can ultimately get 2 time flutes from Mountain Battle. The first is obtained by as part of the storyline, which we're going to see in this very part, actually. The second is found in an item chest on the summit of Mount Battle just before reaching Zone 100, by which point it's absolutely freaking useless. The battle mode version of the challenge differs significantly from the story mode version. So in battle mode you can choose to fight either in single battle or double battles. Either way, the levels of all opposing Pokemon are set at either level 50 or level 100 at your discretion.
Okay.
However, if you choose to fight at level 50 and you have a Pokemon with a level higher than 50 in your party, all opposing Pokemon will be set at that level. Unlike in the story mode, you can't change your party once you've begun the challenge, nor can you quit after completing an area and resume from that position later.
Yeah.
But you can save your progress. So basically, it is that whole thing of if you lose at any point in that 100 battle challenge, then it pretty much kind of sets you back because you can't quit an area after completing it and come back starting from there. So you do effectively have to do it in one go, but you can save your progress as you go. I think a little bit more battle by battle.
Yeah.
Rather than the story modes, you've got to do chunks of 10.
I guess while we're on the subject, do you guys have any fond or otherwise memories of other such challenges in games? Like, say, I forget what the actual name of it is called in Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, but you end up fighting Gloomtail, or is it Bonetail, the bonus dragon of the game?
Yeah, it's something like that. It's the Pit of 100 Trials, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
I do believe that I did take on a little bit of the Pit of 100 Trials in Super Paper Mario, but I don't really have much memory of doing it.
You blocked it out or something.
Yeah, I don't remember it being much of a thing. I suppose in terms of those sorts of Gauntlet challenges, the one that I would probably think of is the Demon Gate Trials in Okami. Because those are hefty battle gauntlets.
I know, I sat through all of them.
Hey, I played through all of them and I sped them up for the blooming playthrough.
Yeah, but I sat through them.
So yeah, that's probably the one that I would most remember as a similar type of challenge to this sort of gauntlet type dealio, and it's fun in Okami, it really is, but oh boy, it can get challenging.
What about you, Flame? Any memories of gauntlet type stuff?
See, I've never really been too keen on the old idea of battle after battle after battle after battle, because it does sort of outstay its welcome to me after a little while. The only thing I can recall is Mount Battle itself, which I did because I think I was just really fucking curious about what the later areas would look like. And I was a kid, and I think this was before YouTube as well, so it wasn't like I could just go have a nose at someone else doing it to save me the effort. So I just went through, and I think because of how I used to play Pokemon games, my Pokemon were overpowered as fuck at that point, so it wasn't overly challenging, it was just more monotonous. But yeah, I did get to see the cool lava-y aesthetics of the later ones, and the platform for Battle 100 is pretty cool, even if the guy himself is basically just a recoloured Egan.
Well, you do what you can, I guess. I've just always loved the aesthetic of platforms wrapping around structures and whatnot. I don't know, you go higher and higher as you get closer to, well, obviously you go higher if you get closer to the summit, closer to victory, let's say. But I'm surprised at you, Richie. You never mentioned the Colosseums in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, I forgot about those. It's because I don't necessarily always think of them as major gauntlets, because bar, I think it was the Hades Cup in Kingdom Hearts 1, they've never really been that long. I know there were a collection of them in Kingdom Hearts 2, but I didn't really play those ones in Kingdom Hearts 2 because I was just like, you're talking a bit bullshit right now, because from what I remember, the ones in KH2 started introducing really daft things into how the Colosseum worked, because you had time limits, and it just diluted the actual combat side of things. I'm pretty sure in KH1 that there were no weird ass time limits on any of the fights, so it was purely down to your skill level at battling and actually making it through. Whereas Kingdom Hearts 2, the Colosseums just ended up being overly challenging for no good reason, I felt. Yeah,
I understand, and also I'm terrified of challenge, so I never really got to experience the delights of Yuffie and Squall and Cloud and Tifa at the same time.
Yeah. I suppose one other thing that I can think of is the Lost Chapter Angel Slayer in Bayonetta and the Witch Trials in Bayonetta 2. But I was really bad at them, so I didn't really manage to ever finish them. And they're pretty much the one bit of both Bayonetta games that I've just never managed to complete, and it makes me sad. But then also I know that while I am good at Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2, I am not of the level of the people who are able to complete those things, and that is okay with me, to be honest.
It's okay, we're not good at video games, we have to take that into our hearts, and unlike the Shadow Pokemon, we will never be purified, because we don't deserve redemption.
Because we're scrubs who never managed to get good. Yeah, that's basically how the cycle works here.
Well, why do you think scrub quotes popped up in the first place? Full of Shadow Pokemon.
That was quite an interesting thing that they got going on there, a Twitter feed specifically for like noting down what we say in our videos.
Yeah, basically. I thought it was kind of weird at first, but you know, any exposure is good exposure, I guess.
It's very true. I mean, it's a very sort of famous phrase of P.T. Barnum of all publicity is good publicity, or whatever the hell it was, because, you know, we don't know what bloody quotes are anymore because they all get changed.
Sorry, I'm just enjoying how adorable Coughing's death animation was.
Oh, it's cute when that thing dies.
So I guess we're going to be fighting Cipher Peons on the way up now. We knew they'd taken over at least the bottom rung of Mount Battle, but I guess they're stationed here personally to throw us off.
Yeah, 8 and 9 are peons, and 10 is the admin.
Indeed, and from what I remember, it was actually quite a challenging fight, is this particular Cipher admin. I think because he actually, you know, has some good Pokemon.
He has a very clever strategy that we'll talk more about when we actually fight him, because it's well worth covering, I think.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, in terms of like these long gauntlet kind of sections, one thing that just came back to me is like, I remember there was like a usual focus on things like these as post-game in Pokemon for a little while, like when you had the Battle Towers and Battle Frontiers and that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which, like, I believe they actually toned stuff like that down specifically because they realised that there were a lot of people who just weren't really that interested in like the long form battle challenges.
Well, I'd be fine with it if it was just like 10 battles to reach the Frontier Brain or something, not 50 in a row. And don't get me started on the Battle Chateau.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that fucking thing. I can't remember what the specific requirements were to get to the meaningful battles there, but I remember it was kind of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you actually do that?
I don't want to talk about it, Flame. It was a rough time in my life. We're past the Pokemon X playthrough now.
Now you're onto this one where you outsource it to me, so everything's all going easier now.
Well, I think this playthrough's been decent so far. Maybe a bit, you know, slapdash in the commentary department, but I'm having fun with it at the very least.
Yeah, very true. Like, I did trim down most of the offensive snag problems that I had when actually recording it, so we ain't gonna waste too much time here, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, this also does actually save me, because I was hoping at some point in my time on YouTube to do a Colosseum playthrough, but then I, you know, would be a lot lazier with my editing, so it would take me a lot longer and I'd have even less to talk about. So I'm quite glad that, you know, you did it, Flame, so that I can, you know, just ride on your coattails and have other people do the commentary as well. So it's just like, yep, I did do one, but I don't have to do all the heavy lifting, and I'm absolutely a-okay with that.
Well, what do you think my Let's Play career's been about, mate? You know, FDA, Helldragon, you, Flame, Volk, Mexi. It's all just me riding one big gigantic coattail.
Wait, I was trying to sponge off you for attention. This is fucked up somehow.
Hey, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's using people. Oh my god, that guy is fucking huge. Is that Gamagori from fucking Kill la Kill over there?
No, that is Dakim, who... He's basically a massive gorilla man, and, like, you thought that the likes of Mirror B were odd. All of the Cipher admins are bizarre, and although obviously Mirror B is the one that everybody loves, and rightly so because he is amazing, but Dakim is a bit of a brute.
Yeah.
As we just saw by him knocking the light out of that guy.
Oh, well, you know, the guy had it coming. He didn't hand over the time flute, so we just punched him the fuck out. He's not unconscious, so it wasn't that much of a punch. More of a push with a little bit of extra force, really. Oh my god, it's Akuma mixed with Alda from Gen 5.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, he's got the fucking face tattoos and everything.
Yeah, I do like his spirit chain with his Pokeballs on.
Yes.
Yeah, even if the Pokeballs are very low poly.
Yeah, very, very low poly. Alright, let's see what this absolute unit has in terms of, like, Pokemon and whatnot. I'm ready. Bring it on.
Right, so his strategy here of what he's going to do. He combines Pokemon that use Protect with Pokemon that use Earthquake.
Oh no.
Yes.
So he can, like, both of his Pokemon on the field will know both moves, so he can alternate which one's using which. So essentially he can just spam Earthquake without any drawbacks. And that can be fucking lethal to get to. Like, to get worked past, you know?
Words to effect of beating a guy in a battle, but I would say the weak link here is probably Metang. Oh my god, never mind.
Yeah, maybe poor Quilliver over here. But yeah, Quagsire is gonna come in useful with his surfing for a fair bit. Pretty much everything else will get killed basically straight away, so this is gonna be like a battle of attrition here.
Yeah, Hitmontop would be pretty good against Golem actually, you know, fighting versus Rock and whatnot.
Assuming he survives an earthquake.
I have to say, what is it with the Sand Slashers we've seen Cypher Peons and one I use? Because they were wrecking shop back there.
Well, Sandslash is just a fucking cool Pokemon.
That doesn't mean it's like powerful or anything. It doesn't channel its popularity into its blades.
That you know of.
Huh. Ripley's believe it or not, I guess. Alright. Quagsire's hanging in there. He's being a champ right now, but oh, here comes the rock throw!
Suck this.
It's not very effective. Nah, get that weak shit out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say he made a really stupid move there because he could have used the Psychic on the Hitmontop and just wiped it out without any trouble whatsoever.
Why didn't he?
I don't know, it's because clearly he's quite stupid in certain elements, but still, I do remember having quite a lot of trouble with Dakim when I fought him in my playing of Colosseum. And I think it is just because of that whole Earthquake strategy, because you never know which one of them is ever going to use Protect, and then you're just kind of just like, help. But also you don't necessarily have the best Pokemon in order to deal with him at this point, because really Quagsire is your best bet. And if you haven't been using Quagsire or you haven't leveled it up somewhat, then you might be in with a bit of trouble, but also you probably are going to want a grass-type Pokemon of some description to be able to deal with that Marshtomp. So, yeah.
I seem to recall this was my second attempt at this fight. I can't remember whether I wiped or whether he accidentally killed his own shadow Pokemon.
Ah, right.
Because that's a thing that can happen when they're spamming Earthquake around.
Yes, yes indeed.
I see how Marshtomp forgot to use Protect there, so...
I'll give Dakim credit. Like, he's using a really nice team of Pokemon here. Usually in, like... Well, let's use Gen 3 as an example. We have, like, Maxie and Archie still using Pokemon that their subordinates were using, like Mighty Enna and Crobat or Golbat and so on. And I feel like, you know, the top brass should have Pokemon that their underlings don't have. So in this regard, you know, we haven't seen a Sandslash, we haven't seen like a Curlier or anything, so Dakim is flexing his muscle, both metaphorically and physically.
Yes, he's also, you know, breaking the physics of Pokemon, because his Marshtomp just used Muddy Water there, and it's level 36, but it can't actually learn Muddy Water until level 37.
Ah, but have you taken move tutors into account, Richie?
Yeah, I think move tutors can only teach moves that they could have already learned and forgotten. I don't think they can teach ones that they won't have learn via level yet.
Huh.
Yeah, and it can't learn it as a mudkip, so it's clearly breaking Pokemon physics.
Let's not get started on like Pokemon breaking its own rules. I could just point to Gen 2 and the first gym leader using like a level 9 Pidgeot. Oh my god!
Yes, here is his shadow Pokemon.
Yep. This is the other reason why Dakeim's difficult. He has a freaking legendary dog on his team.
He has the legendary Entei that is weak to Earthquake.
Yeah.
So you can see why I went out of my way to get rid of all of the rest of his Pokemon before the Entei had a chance to appear here.
Yeah, very good, very good. Alright, let's paralyze him, get a little bit of water damage in, because, being like a legendary, it will be able to tank a super effective move here or there, but just don't go crazy.
I think I'm doing the more careful approach here and just whittling it away with Slam.
Oh, okay, I wondered why there was 6 minutes left at the part of Flame. Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't want to risk killing the thing.
Yeah, because otherwise it will be a very, very, very long time before you get a second chance at picking up Entei.
Yeah, he'll just run away, he'll be sad. Oh wait, you mean literally? Like, when's the second chance you get to capture Entei, Richie?
End of the game.
Wow.
Near enough, yeah, it's the end game sequence, you refight the admins, and then if you miss it again there, then the way to get it in the post game can take a good 2.5 hours each attempt.
Jesus.
Because you have to cycle through Colosseum challenges until it gets back to him.
Oi.
Which will be showing off one of these cycles, but don't worry, I managed to trim that 2.5 hour part down to half an hour.
Oh, excellent.
Appreciate it. Are we gonna capture him yet? He's in the yellow, he's good to go.
He's not, he's a legendary, he's got a high catch rate, or low catch rate even.
Yeah, I mix up low and high catch rates all the time, don't worry about it. Probably could have used a timer ball here, honestly, Flame. You've been in the battle long enough.
I think I'm trying to get rid of the less useful Pokeballs at this point. Because, the timer balls, they'll be more useful in the later battles.
Well, I mean, particularly, I think the next Cipher admin is a good example of that, because I'm pretty sure that admin's tactics tend to be quite stally.
Yes, they fucking are.
So that battle can last forever.
Let's see. With that totally not edit there, I wonder if I can get it this time.
No, it's fine, don't worry about it. I didn't notice a skip in the audio or anything, Flame, so your edits have come a long way.
As opposed to what bad edits have I made before?
What, you want a list?
Yeah, go on. Okay, the 2 in Eggman Land. What else?
Number 1, you were born. Number 2, you grew.
Yes, let me edit out my youth and adolescence. That's how it works, right?
It would probably be best if we ever did a This Is Your Life, Flame. And I told you, what did I tell you about the timer ball?
Yeah, well, fuck you. That's why.
Nice, great comeback. Well, that's it for Dakim, but as we've already seen, he doesn't need Pokemon to fight. Fluffy is evolving!
Yes!
Yes, Fluffy is. We're getting some Ampharos action coming on.
What if Ampharos was called Fluffy Daffy?
No. Just no.
I don't know, it's just a thought. All Pokemon have prototype names. Abracadabra and Alakazam were originally called Hocus Pocus and Alakazam.
Yeah, well, even that is less dumb than what you just came out with.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever. Let's see what Dakim has to say about his loss. Oh, a peon will bail him out, don't worry about it.
Oh, look, Scrub's back.
There's a shiny by his foot. I want it. The shiny, not his feet.
You got something to tell us, Tom?
No, that's your territory, Flame.
No proof.
Legs on the TL? Yes. Feet are part of legs. No argument. No counter-argument.
Our legs, feet.
You should get serious, even though I lost. Ha 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 ha. See you later.
And also, he Jedi jumped away from there, which is kind of insane. But just to get a little bit sciencey on you, legs are definitely not part of feet, or feet part of legs. They are separate body parts.
Rishi.
Sorry.
Why you gotta blow me out here on this the Pokemon Colosseum playthrough. Whatever, I guess. Is he gonna reward us? He better. We just took down fucking one of the Elite Four from... No, not that Elite Four. The Elite Four from Kill la Kill.
Yeah, I got very little frame reference. I got a few episodes into Kill la Kill and lost interest, so yeah.
What a pleb.
And I've not even watched it, so...
Yay, Time Flute! Now we can purify any Pokemon that is Shadow-ized.
But I'm not going to use this till right at the end.
Okay, fair enough. There must be something about Celebi that frightens them. They don't want Celebi to encounter Shadow Pokemon. Interesting.
Because we did get that iron file that name dropped Celebi as well, so it seems to be like Cypher's main concern about the Shadow Pokemon plan is they have some kind of weakness to Celebi and Celebi's aura.
Celebi is a time-travelling Pokemon, so if it could have, like, reversed the effects of something, that would make sense. End of a part. Nothing else to say now. Richie, you got anything to say before we wrap up here?
I was going to say something, but it would have been a whole diatribe about Celebi and how that all works, and yeah, we've not got enough time, so hey!
Maybe next part.
Indeed. Oh, Steel Wing, nice, but we have nothing with wings currently.
Not yet, no. Although I don't recall if I actually get any use from that TM at all in this run, because like I don't really think like there's one bird Pokemon that can be kind of useful that they give you, but other than that, not really.
I see. But didn't you get like a Shadow Skarmory at one point?
That's the one I was talking about and wasn't going to spoil yet, but hey.
At least now you have something to look forward to. Spoilers don't spoil the journey, guys. It's not just about the destination, you know? That's all for this installment of Pokemon Colosseum. We're doing 3 parts this week, so come back on Wednesday, we'll have some more for you. Bye-bye for now.